Hello, my name is Rodney. I'm from the PO Gamer Keurig YouTube channel, and today I'm actually going to be going over foreign films. And a lot of these are mainly ones from Japan or China, like more the Asian horror films. Well, except for one. I think it was Norwegian. I can't remember where this one was from. But I've actually been getting into them a lot more recently because a lot of American films are kind of just rehashes of things that's already been out for many, many years. So, these are a few of my favorite ones I've recently watched and really got into. Let me see here if I can find the one. Where'd it go? There we are. All right. First, we'll start with, let's see. Well, I can't remember. Okay, never mind. I was going to order these like, oh, these are the Chinese ones, but I can't remember whiches are which. So, we're just going to start out with the, I think this was, can't remember where this was from. But the name of the movie is Let the Right One In. I had, for a long time, I've been a real big fan of vampire movies. I really like them. Sometimes they're honestly sometimes kind of gotten stale because it's always the like the Victorian Gothic stuff, and some of them were getting a little old, but they were still entertaining. But this one was really different. I really liked it. It's I'm not even sure how to say it. The actors in this movie do really good. The kids in it, the girl that plays the vampire and the little boy, they do a really good job. And the story in this is really, really good. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if they haven't seen it. Watch this one. This is the one, the original one. Don't watch the remake from America. I've watched it. It's okay, but this one's a lot better. So I highly recommend this. All right. Well, if you saw my video last week about horror comedy movies, you saw this in it. That is Vampire Effect. It's another vampire movie, but it says it has Jackie Chan. It says special guest appearance by Jackie Chan, which literally he appears for a very short period of time in this movie. Very good, very funny. It has a few jump scares here and there, but nothing else to really make it really too scary. But it's a very good watch. It's got a classic movie monster in it with vampires. So highly recommend this also. Okay. That was my other camera going off. So, next I am going to say one movie that there's been very few movies that have scared me, but to actually creep me out, to make me actually go, to make me go, that's a little weird, okay? It takes a lot, okay? Because normally it's like a movie monster, like, oh, that something's jumped out, it just scared you. But to actually kind of creep me out, like say, this person really is psycho. I mean, it makes me think that the person playing this character has gone crazy. So, and this movie did it. It is a movie called Audition. I can't say enough about this movie. This is very good. Basically, this girl goes in for an audition. The person tells her that they'll call her, and like you see her like time passes and you see her just like staring at a phone, like rocking back and forth. When the phone rings, and there's like garbage bags all behind her. Like when the phone rings, one of the garbage bags starts rolling around on the floor. Like that's from the trailer. Okay, so I'm not, like, if you watch the trailer for this movie, I'm not giving anything away about it. So that the trailer hasn't already given away. But very good. Highly recommend it. This girl does a really good job in this movie. Just, if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Okay. I have no idea how to say the name of this. It's like some things are better left dead. Seikou, I think is how it's said. This girl here if she looks familiar, she played Go-Go in Kill Bill. If you don't remember who Go-Go is, she's the girl that fights Uma Thurman's character and almost kills her. But she has right before she fights Lucy Liu, she's the one who has the spiked ball, the spiked ball on the chain. So I was actually really liked her because when the movie came out, I was in my early 20s, and that's really the reason why I bought this movie. And actually watching it, I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good movie. It's I'm trying to think how to describe. Like, I don't really want to give anything away about these movies, but because like these are kind of things that you really want to experience, because that's the reason I like. One thing I do like about foreign films is that generally you have to read subtitles, and if you're having to read the subtitles, you're having to get into the movie. You're having to pay attention a lot more. Sometimes you have to watch it more than once. I've had to watch some of these 2 or 3 times because I'd be reading the subtitle, I'd miss some action, I'd miss something. So what I'd do is and rewinding it to catch something. Oh, something just jumped out. What was that? It doesn't work. So you kind of have to, first time read it, you watch the movie reading the subtitles. Second time through, you're actually experiencing it more. That's what I had to do with this one, and very good. Highly recommend. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because of her. I like her so much. That's the reason why I'm liking this movie. But you should watch this. It is a very good movie. All right. Now, this is a series of movies. And it is... I think it started off as a manga, then turned into an anime, then they made this movie. These movies. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in this. It is called Tomy. It is basically about this girl who comes back to life, and people she becomes friends with, weird story. I'm trying to think exactly how to describe it. It's very unusual, but yeah, this is the collection of them. The first movie is like the girl's head is in a grocery bag, and like the eyes looking out the side of it. How to describe this is a very I never noticed that. That is cool. Inside there are actually images inside the box here. That's actually really cool. I'd actually never even noticed that. But so yeah, this is a very good movie. This girl, I think, like, she's Tomy's friend, and she knows she's dead, but other people don't know it. And it's just, I think I'm also combining the movies together. So, but yeah, I highly recommend these. These I think I've watched all of them. If you haven't seen them, at least check them out, because they're actually a pretty good a scare movie, because it's a ghost story, and that's what I like about these. Okay, and this actually has a title. It says the most horrifying film from Japan, and terror comes in many forms. You're next. That is Juri. This, like, I'm not scared of the little Asian girl with long black hair, but this movie is another one of those kind of like the Ringu and Ju-on, that type of pale like thing reaching for you. So this is kind of those. This one I kind of like a little bit better than the others. Don't watch yet The Ring and I think it's called The Grudge in America. Those aren't as though if you've watched those, you're like, I didn't like those movies. No, watch Ringu and Ju-on. They're a lot better. And this one I think is right up there with them, if not maybe a little bit better. It's like, I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm right now my brain is thinking, oh, there's the. I'm like, no, wait, that's Ringu, and about the videotape. And this one is more about a group of high school kids, and I think there was. I want to rewatch this movie tonight now because I'm like my memory's failing me. But yeah, I think it's like a group of high school kids are like looking into like some kind of a legend or something like that, and they find out the truth. Like they actually find out what happened, and ghosts start appearing and stuff like that. And but it's the stereotypical pale Asian girl with long black hair, and so that it's kind of got a few little jump scares in it, but it's actually a pretty good story. That's the reason why I like it so much. All right, now this one. Oh, my box is falling apart. I've had this quite a few years. This is, oh gosh. What is it? I'm trying to remember because oh, here it is. It's written really loud. I couldn't remember the name of this movie, but it is called Curse of Lola. The actual Japanese or this is from the Tokyo International Film Festival. I think this was a Japanese movie. It might have been. Nope, this is a Chinese horror movie. This is one of those psychological ones. I really liked it when I watched it. It's been a number of years since I've watched this, but when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. I'm not even sure. I don't even remember where I found this movie. Because it's written completely in. Oh no, the box here. Okay, yeah, it's completely written in Chinese, except right here. There's English here, but everything else is written in Chinese. Huh. So I guess, but yeah, the way this movie is kind of. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It's one of those that you almost have to watch. Sorry, I'm not really giving too many details about these movies, but this one is another one I recommend because just the story of it is the like the Chinese and the Japanese have a different way of telling a story, a horror story, and this one is different from the way the Americans tell them, and that's another reason why I'm a really big fan of the foreign horror movies because of that, and it's kind of little things you're dropped into their culture, and you have to kind of, if you don't know much about the culture, then you're kind of having to catch up before the end of the movie. But if you do know about it, you're kind of like, oh wait, why is this person doing that? That's very unusual. Like there's little things, and like this is not this movie, but like there's some things to where you can always tell if a character is really distraught in a Japanese movie if they run across the street when the crosswalk's red, because in Japan you don't do that. But if a girl's really distraught and she runs across that, she doesn't care. She just wants to go home, even if there's no cars coming. Like she's not trying to run out in traffic. There's no cars coming, but that the crosswalk light is red. They don't run across. But so there's little cultural things like that if you don't know, you miss portions of the movie. But as the movie goes on, you kind of learn those little things. Okay. And this one, actually, when I bought this one, it came with a t-shirt. It's one of my favorite ones. The t-shirt said, "Caution, this shirt may contain a homicidal maniac." And that is the neighbor number 13. When I watched this, I was like, wow, it's basically a nutso guy killer. You have basically, it's like two people that well, the front of the box kind of gives it away. It says, if your person began to crumble, who would you be? Who would you become? If you've seen Fight Club, you kind of see where this movie is going. But this is very good. I don't think this came out before Fight Club. I think Fight Club came out first. But I'm trying to see the year this came out. 2004. I don't remember when Fight Club came. Oh, never mind. It actually says a combination of Old Boy and Fight Club. So I guess Fight Club was out before this. So yeah, if you but the front of the box tells that if you've seen Fight Club, you'll kind of know about the personalities and stuff like multiple personality disorder. So yeah, check this movie out. it's a different type of horror movie, and I really like it because of that. Well, that's a few of the foreign horror movies that I've actually pulled out to show you guys to highlight. I'm really enjoying actually my romp back through a lot of my horror movies I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm like pulling things down, like, man, I haven't watched this in 10 years, putting it in, watching it. I'm like, I'm actually finding movies that I thought were okay when I was younger, and now I'm really enjoying them a lot more. So hope you guys are enjoying my videos, and till next time. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I release at least 2 videos a week. Most of the time I release more. Leaving a comment actually helps me a lot. It helps me know what you'd like, dislike, or would like to see on my channel. So go ahead and leave me a comment. If you would like to get in touch with me, have any questions, anything like that, you can go ahead and email me at vmail@pogamer.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.